right, it is the 4th of November. Wow. So a lot has happened over the last few days. I was hoping to close on our beautiful acquisition of a nice piece of farmland here in North Carolina, but circumstantially this didn't work out as of last week. But I am still walking by faith, and I'm still looking up, and I'm asking the Lord for direction, and I'm asking the Lord for words, and I'm bugging Him as a little child. If you promise them to get ice cream later on, if they just did this, this, and this, we'll get you some ice cream at Dairy Queen later on after you do this. So if you as a parent, as an earthly parent, flawed, the Bible says that, if you as a father know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more? If you're not going to give, a kid wants a piece of bread, you're not going to give them a rock, right? You're going to give them what they're asking for. I'm asking for a beautiful piece of land with grass on it to have a beautiful, wonderful, tranquil dairy farm to restore the whole thing. It's like dying. And I'm going to put, if I remember, the 2 documentaries I watched yesterday on basically the end of the American dairy farmer. Like, he's gonna migrate away. You're not gonna have you're gonna have big factory dairy farms if we don't do something. And you're not gonna be able to buy milk that's special, custom, unique, grass-fed. You're gonna get whatever they give you. That's what's at stake. And in North Carolina, where I live, there's no more farms that do dairy. Is that a good thing? I would say no. Is that good for, it's not even about the kingdom and Jesus and all the stuff I preach. It's about just being a human being in America. In Canada, they give the farmers a guaranteed payment per pound or gallon of milk. So the farmer, when he milks those cows and he reaches his desired goal, he knows what he's gonna get paid. In America, the dairy farmer does not know what he's gonna get paid. He's gonna get a check based on commodity trading pricing, supply and demand pricing. And if there's an oversupply, why do you think there's an oversupply maybe in a given period of time? Because farmers have to add more cows, milk more cows, to then get more money to pay their bills. So they'll add 10 or 20 more cows, produce more milk. But that in turn, if 1,000 farmers does that, adds more supply, which then indeed drops the price based on supply and demand. We have too much milk. And this has been going on for 50 years. This is what took my father out. You have to bypass the commodity exchange system if you're going to survive as a farmer. Any kind of farmer. Farmers have to step up and defend what they do by going direct to the end user, opening up a store. That's what the one farmer did in our county. He wasn't the highest producer. He didn't win all the awards. Like, when we were showing cows, we were most of the time winning. Most of the time. When we were having rolling herd competition, how many, pounds per cow competition, butterfat competition, my father was able, before the devastations started to hit, and famine and bad summers, my father, as a brand new farmer, was winning in the county, the show cows and the production. But the farmer that had a retail store survived, with 5 children a part of it that all went to college and came back and took over this part of the farm and did this diverse activity that made money that allowed them to survive. They did beef, they did miniature golf, they did driving range, they did other types of produce, food, I'm sure they did, t-shirts. They created income in a store. And that's what we're gonna do, Tree of Life Farm store. And it's gonna be community-based, obviously, because it's gonna be for our little area. And if we indeed can put together this farm with 20 or 30 cows, and we're able to produce 1,000 gallons a week and sell 1,000 gallons a week at $10, potentially, if we can, deliver it directly to your house for $10. This is raw milk with the cream sitting on the top and a high butter fat content that you at your house can turn into butter or yogurt or whatever, cheese. Or you can just drink it and enjoy it. Put it on your cereal. Make your own ice cream. You can do it as you wish. You can't do that with store milk. You can't. You can do that with our milk. And you don't know what those cows were shot up with. You don't know what other things are in the milk, because you just don't know. But if I tell you that these cows have not been shot up, that no sick cow with any kind of mastitis or whatever, that milk is not in the tank, you're not getting that milk. So, why should the dairy farmer, the family farm, why should it exist? Many reasons. First of all, family, entrepreneurship, self-determination, togetherness, work, family, passing down generationally, to hand down a legacy of knowledge to the next generation. It's America. That's the core of America. Yes, they're attacking it, of course. They've been attacking for the last 50 years. But if we can bring back the small farm that sells direct to the consumer at a price that covers cost plus profit in the pocket, what is the biggest barrier? We can make money if we sell direct to the consumer with a good product on a yearly basis, with 2 or 3 or 5, depending how big it is, people eating off that farm. But what's the biggest challenge? What's the biggest challenge for people to own a home today or build a home today? It's cost. Cost of the land and cost of the material and the labor to build the house or the barn or anything. It's the cost of the material. It's the cost of the dirt. So our plan is to set up a model, nonprofit, educational dairy farm that you can scale. Will be, let's say, 20 or 30 cows, depending on how much acreage we're going to be able to acquire at some point, because this grass-fed cow needs so many acres for so many cows. You can't have more cows than you have grass for them to eat, because we don't want to do the process feed. So we set up the model. We set it forth to our counties around us. We set it forth to North Carolina. We set it forth to the East Coast. We set it forth to America as all the things that it can solve. Get you back outside. Teach new skill, because it's going to have technology a part of it, but also old things like how to do regenerative agriculture the way that ancient civilizations did it. So we're going to bring people together around the truth. We're going to share the truth with one another. We're going to fellowship locally. We'll have parties and celebrations for things. We'll potentially resurrect 4-H and county fair and things that go on in a county fair. All these things are good. All these things enhance, add beautiful things to any society, any little town. Can we do it in a city? No. But we're talking about reviving rural America, where real things happen out in God's beautiful earth, under his beautiful sky, under his powerful throne. That's Tree of Life Farms. It is to set forth an example and to record it with stories and little videos and shorts, and basically present and offer this up to the public as a way to be, and tie it back to Jesus, the gospel, the kingdom message, the one that he gave us to take this message of the kingdom to the ends of the earth, and all authority is with us as we do that, and then the end will come. And he's going to go with us to the very end. It hasn't come yet, so therefore he's with us. God is with us. May God bless these words.